So let's come back to let's scroll up. So this is the login page here. So this is the data of the login page. And let's go to, where should I create this database? Okay, this is I forgot password page. So let me come. Okay, this is the login down button. So let's create our login page under this. So once again, login down button, which is this. So this is the login down button, which is the login button here. So the reason why I use the login down button, because you have another login button up here, and this is one down here. So that's the reason why I add the login down button. So to be able to be easy to identify. So you know this is the login down button here. So these are login down button. So inside here, let's create a command, or let's create our function first. So definition, let me add some comments so that it won't make this code confusing. So let's say login database connection. Login database connection. So let's connect it. So let's say definition, so let's say def. So how do we name? Okay, let's name our function. Let's say login. Let's name it login. So let's create a connection. So let's say connection as SQLite 3. So now we've created our database already. So I just, because the database is already created, the database is already here. So we are just going to connect to it already. So we don't have to create a new one. So connect. So registration login .db. Then we come to our cursor. So once again, the cursor performs what is like command. We give it command and it does it for us. So connection .cursor. Alright. So inside our login, now it means the user has already created the account already. So it means first we need to find the user. The user may have created this account already. So now he's going to log in with the account information that he or she created. So let's look at the accounts we have here. So we have 3 accounts here. We have the Gideons 2, then rat. So let's come back here. So first we need to find the user in the database. We are going to tell this cursor here to find a user. So let's define find user. So what do you want to do? So we say select from select asterisk. So select as this means select all. That's what the asterisk means. So select all data from from the database, which is our registration login, where email, which is our email, is we don't know, because we don't know the values which are in the database, so we are representing it with a question mark. So password, we don't know it also, because we don't know what the user have entered into the database. So that's the reason why this means the question mark. So now we are going to tell the cursor, like I said, so we are telling the cursor to execute this thing that we are telling the cursor to execute, so it will select all the information from the database. So we say, so cursor dot execute. So let's open. So we are telling the cursor to execute this find user that we just assigned this find user. So execute this. So it's just the same thing. You can either ignore this and put all this inside. So cursor dot execute, open bracket, select asterisk from registration, wherever is the same thing, just as this. So it means in place of the find user, this is going to be the select all from. So that's what it means. So cursor dot execute find user. So let's create a list or a tuple, whatever. So we say email entry dot get. And then we go. Then we have our password entry. Let's open another bracket. So password entry 1 dot get. Okay, so if these are email entry here, these are email entry here, which is on the login form, and our password entry 1, because password entry 1 dot get, which is right here. So these are email and the password. That's what I'm trying to call them. So after this, so we are telling the user to find, so we are telling the cursor to select all data from, so all the emails that has been entered into the database and all the passwords that have been entered into the database. We are telling the cursor to select all the emails and passwords from the registration login database. So that's what this means. So let's come down here. So after it's selected, so let's say result. So result, let's say cursor, let's say fetch all. I think there should be an equal to sign here. Okay. So cursor dot fetch all. So it means from the fetch all means like from the result we've gotten. That's what we are saying. Fetch all means the result gotten from the database. Is the fetch all spelling correct? I need to make sure. Yeah, I think it's correct. So let's use the if function. So we are going to say if result. So let's go. If result is, so let's go back to this again. So now we are saying select all the data from the database. So from after you selected it from the database, now the email entry dot get, it means what the user entered into the email entry box and the password. So it means the information that you've entered. If that information is equal to one of the information selected from the database, then so if result is one, or if the result from the fetch all you've gotten is equal to what is inside the entry box, is inside the email entry box and the password entry box. So this is our email entry box and the password entry box. So if the information got it from the database, one of them is equal to the one what to type inside the email entry box and the password entry box, then so that's what it means. Then pop up a message box. So show a message box saying okay, that's a message box dot show info saying success so logged in successfully. So if after we've selected the information so from the database, if one of them is equivalent to what is inside our entry boxes, then show message box saying success, login successfully. So let's say else means, so if the information inside the entry box is not equal to what you've gotten from the database, then show message box then show message box, so show error, then show error saying failed, wrong login details. Please try again. So if the result gotten from the database, one of the information is equivalent to what we typed, then show success, login successfully. If it's not equal to that, then show error saying failed, wrong login details. So let's see if this is working. To blank line, one space here. So first we need to put this command inside the login button, which is there. So let's say command lambda so login. Okay, so now let's test and see. So let me close this, launch it again. So what we are going to use, what the information we are going to use to log in is, okay, let's use send Gideons. This is the email. Okay, this is gideons@gmail.com with the password 1234. So let's use that information to log in. So let's launch here. So let's say our email is send. No, I think it's Gideons. That was it. Let's make sure. Okay, that's it. So Gideons at gmail.com. So the password is 1234. So I think wrong login details. Please try again. What is wrong? Something. Okay, let's look at that password again. 1234. Yes. And I think that's it. So Gideons at gmail.com. 1234. I think there's something wrong. Okay, I think I know where the error is now. I think we forgot to add okay, inside our email entry, forgot to link the email entry to the database. So let's do that using the test variable. So inside the email entry, so let's come here and define test variable. So let's say this, let's make this email, and right here inside the password entry as well. So test variable is equal to so this is password. So if remember we've defined these variables at the top here. These variables, we define them at the top. So let's try again now and see if it will work. So let's come back again. So Gideons at gmail.com, password 1234. Oh my god, finally successful. One thing about errors, the errors can make you like them. Okay, so now let's try another. So let's use this. Let's use the rat at gmail.com with the password 2022. Let's try that one too and see. So let's use, okay, so let's try and type a wrong login details. So wrong details, please. Wrong login details, please try again. That's because the password is wrong. You are typing the wrong password. So the password for rat is 2022. So login. So logged in successfully. So now the login form is working now as well. So Finally, now what we are going to do now is the forgot password. So let's say you forgot your password and you can't log in. So as you can see, this is also not working. So let's get into the so where is the forgot password? Okay. So forgot password page. So here's our forgot password page as well. So let's create some variables here. So let's come right here. And this time around, it looks like I remember the variables early, so that I won't get there again. So let's say variables. So let's say we have our email. So string. Okay, so somebody may ask, why am I defining another variables? Because remember, I've already defined some variables here already. So what you are going to realize is that with the forgot password page, because it's a pop-up page, I have to put it in the function. So this comes under, you can see the login page. This I just place it on the page straight, but with the forgot password page, I have to define a page called forgot password. Then I'll start a new page on top. So it means the variables defined outside the space here is not going to affect this. So if you remember learning Python about functions, the variables defined outside space, unless you use global unless you use global, you define them with the global function before it's going to you'll be able to call them inside the function. So we have to define a new variable. So I'm going to define new variables right here. So we are defining email. So on our forgot password page, where is okay, I need to launch it. So this is our forgot password page. So we have email, new password, and confirm password. So I need to define 3 variables. So let's say email. Let's copy this to save time. So email. So let's call this password. Then another one. So let's say, so this is our confirm password. Confirm password. Okay. So now that we've defined, so let's call them inside our entry. So inside email entry 2. Inside email entry 2 here, let's define a text variable. Let me calm down. So text variable. So this is email. Okay. So let's copy this. So now inside the new password entry, click enter and paste. So let's call this new password. Let's say password. Finally, I forgot password. So confirm password. So confirm password. So now we can define our function now. So let's define a forgot password function. So let's come under where should this be? Okay, let's put it on top of the forgot password button. So once again, this is the forgot password button. So let's come down here and define another function. Let's give a comment. So let's say it's a database connection for forgot password. All right, so we can define. So I've already defined the forgot password inside here. So command lambda forgot password. So let's just use that name. So let's say forgot password. Yeah. All right. So under here, if let's use the if function because you're having two password entries. So let's say if new password entry dot get is equivalent to confirm password entry dot get, then what should happen? Okay, so if you look at our page, if you look at the forgot password page, we are saying if the new password and the password entered here are the same. So if these two passwords are the same, then so that's what it means, because we need to make sure the user entered the new password and the confirmed password are the same. So that's the function we are using there. So if new password dot get is equivalent to confirmed password dot get, then we connect to our database again. So db SQLite. So connect to our database called registration login dot db. All right. Once again, our cursor, define our cursor. So db dot cursor db dot cursor. Come down here. So let's define a variable. Let's say confirm so update update reg. Let's use double quote anyway. Okay. Update registration login and set password. And the confirm password. Okay. Where our email so let's come here, execute. So cursor.execute. Right. So we are going to execute the insert. So it means in place of the insert is going to be update registration login and set password to whatever is there, confirm password, whatever is there, because we don't know the information is there. It's assumed we don't know the information. The users has entered to the database. So where the email, because you are going to change the password using your email. So where email, blah blah blah. So here insert. So let's bring the tuple again. It's a new password entry dot get. So it means the information inside the new password entry, the information inside the confirm password entry dot get as well. Then the email entry 2 dot get. Alright, so db dot comment and db dot close. So after this, then we say then we show message. So message box dot show info. So congrats. Password changed successfully. Else, which means if the password didn't match, if your password didn't match, then message box, so show error. So error. Let's use double quote. Let's use double quote. Yes. So passwords. Password did not match. Okay. I think new entry from outer space. Okay, so let's see if it's working. So now we are going to log in with, let's go this again and launch it. So let's launch it again. Okay, so we are going to log in with, we are going to change the password of rat. So rat, which is 2022. Let's change this password and see. So let's say rat forgot his password and he wants to change it. So we go to forgot password. So what's the email for rat? So rat's email is rat@gmail.com. So let's say our new password is let's say 2009. So update. I think there's an error. Let's check it. Okay, so if new password entry, oh okay, I think I'm doing the wrong thing here. I think this forgot password command is for the, is for this button. How do you call it? This button here, forgot password. This is the button. Yeah. So this is responsible for calling the forgot password, this thing. So we need to create a new function for this. So change password. So let's go inside. So let's look for the, what is the update password? Okay, so okay, this is the button, the real button, update password button, which is this button right here. So this is the update password button. So that's where we need to put the command there. So inside the update password button, let's say command lambda, so change password. So let's record the change password inside. So let's go back and see. So rat at gmail.com, @gmail.com. So let's say 2009. Oh, why am I doing that? Rat, supposed to be a rat at gmail.com. So 2009. So password changed successfully. So let's check the database and see if the password have been changed. So now initially the password was 2022. So let's refresh. So now rat password have been changed to 2009. So it means if rat want to log in again, now rat change his password from 2022 to 2000. So let's say we want to log in with 2000. So rat at gmail.com. So 2022. So it say wrong details because rat changed the password to 2009. So now unless you, so now rat can use the 2009 to do it. So another thing, now let's say, let's change for another one. Let's come to the database. So let's use the St. Gideons with it. So let's say St. Gideons also forgot his password. So he forgot the password, which is 1234. So let's say he forgot his password, which is 1234, and he want to change it as well. So we are here. So okay, let's go to the forgot password. So send Gideons at gmail.com. Send Gideons at gmail. No, I think it's Gideons. Don't send Gideons. So Gideons at gmail.com. So let's say our new password is going to be, let's say 000000012 1 2 3 4 5. So 0 0 2 3 4 5 1 2. Okay, passwords didn't match. Okay, so let's go again. Gideons shift at gmail.com. I think I forgot to add the show password here, so I can be able to view the password here. But it doesn't matter anyway. So let's use simple password. So it's 1 2 3 4 1. So 0001 00001. So password changed successfully. So let's go into the database. Yeah. So now initially Gideon's password was 1234. So let's refresh it. So now the new password change now is 0123 00001. So if you want to log in, so Gideons at gmail.com. So 00001. Login successfully. So this is for today's video. I'm going to put the link in the description for you as well. So this is the login page with the database. Everything is working now. Everything is working now. This is the sign up page as well. Sorry, can't sign up. Make sure fields are complete. So you have to fill the field and sign up. The login page as well. Wrong login details as well. So if you like this video, kindly subscribe for more videos. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.